he saw science as a way of life.
He had the idea that we should use science and technology to leapfrog.
And Dr. Sarabhai had picked up the idea from Gandhiji's basic idea that the development that we are looking for, economic development, the social development and all other things, will happen only through education.
Even today, if you ask me the use of space for societal application, nobody can emulate India.
And that every institution he started, every thought he left behind was with the belief that we could do it. We did not have to depend on others.
I'd say longevity, because he was able to lay the foundation, such a strong foundation for so many institutions.
You have to take several people and put them together, and then what you get is one person, that is Vikram.
On August 12, 1919, a wealthy family of textile mill owners was blessed with a boy in their home retreat at Ahmedabad. His parents, Sarla Devi and Ambalal Sarabhai, named him Vikram. Little did anyone know that this prodigious son of theirs would give so much to the nation in a short lifespan. From very early on in school days, Vikram became proficient in all subjects, but his core interest was always in mathematics and science. After his schooling in Ahmedabad, Vikram went to Cambridge in 1937 for higher studies. After earning PhD, he came back to India in 1947 with much widened horizons and tremendous zeal for nation building.
When he came back from Cambridge after completing his PhD in 1947, and India had just won freedom, that's when you kind of see Vikram's grand plan, if you can sort of put it like that, unrolling one by one.
The conditions of the society in the nascent free India troubled him deeply. He strongly believed that it was science and technology alone which could solve the real problems of Indian society.
In my opinion, the aspect of space research which I would like to stress most is in relation to the national capability, the self-confidence that this will generate.
He started in right earnest on the path of realizing his vision by founding Physical Research Laboratory in 1947. With this, he set the pace and charted the course for India to leapfrog generations of technology and rapidly develop into a scientifically advanced nation. He next established Ahmedabad Textile Industry Research Association, ATIRA, for modernizing textile industry in India in 1947. From 1950 to 1966, he set up and managed a number of industries. Dr. Sarabhai started working towards formation of the Indian space program in 1961. He recruited talented scientists like Dr. APJ Kalam, Arvamudam, H.G.S. Murthy, Ishwar Das, Ramkrishna Rao, Prakash Rao, and many others to join him in this task. He canvassed around the world for bringing technology and scientists settled abroad to India. He nurtured cooperation with the advanced nations like USA, Russia, and France for setting up basic facilities. In 1962, the government formed Indian National Committee on Space Research, INCOSPAR, chaired by Dr. Sarabhai, within the Department of Atomic Energy. He established Thumba Equatorial Rocket Launching Station, TERLS, at Trivandrum in 1963.
He knew that all the sounding rocket sites in Western countries were in the middle latitudes or near North Pole. There were no equatorial sites. And so he said Thumba would be an equatorial site which would be of great interest to international scientific community.
In November 1963, the first Nike Apache rocket successfully flew from here and is today regarded as the beginning of the Indian journey into the space. He also established the Space Science and Technology Center, SSTC, for developing indigenous satellite launch capability. Under his guidance, the scientists at SSTC started to realize the dream given to them by their mentor. Following the untimely demise of Dr. Bhabha in January 1966, Dr. Sarabhai became the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission. But deep down, he always wanted to explore new concepts for societal development. He initiated a study on the cost and significance of synchronous satellites to link the distant rural communities to the mainstream. For this, he established the Experimental Satellite Communication Earth Station, SKES, in Ahmedabad and envisaged a phased national television program.
Particularly in a country like India, where the large mass of people who have to be motivated are illiterate, it is very important to, I think, have the information input as an integral part of the developmental process. And I think a powerful technique like a audiovisual presentation through television can be one of the most important motivations, a catalyst for action.
The Indian Space Research Organization was constituted in 1969 with Dr. Sarabhai as its first chairman. In the same year, he signed an MOU with NASA to conduct the Satellite Instructional Television Experiment, SITE. Under this, NASA would loan ATS-6 communication satellite to India for 1 year. ISRO would arrange the necessary ground hardware and community television receivers for conducting this experiment, wherein television broadcast was to be carried out via a satellite.
So that was a remarkable precursor to all that we are doing today with the communication satellites, in the case of education, in the case of health, and of course doing communication for broadcasting, for television programs, and many other kinds of news and telephony, telegraph, everything that you think of in the today INSATs are being used in a big way.
SITE, though conducted after his death, proved to be one of its kind in the world and eventually led to revolution in this field of direct-to-home TV. Meanwhile, Dr. Sarabhai and team operationalized Sri Harikota Range, Shar, on October 9, 1971 with the flight of Rohini 125 rocket. Known as Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, today it is a world-famous spaceport. A large number of other institutions like Darpana Academy of Performing Arts, Ahmedabad Management Association, Indian Institute of Management, Nehru Foundation for Development, Community Science Center in Ahmedabad, and ECIL Hyderabad also owe their existence to Dr. Sarabhai. As dawn broke on 30th December 1971, the nation received a rude shock. This great son of India, the father of Indian space program, had already taken his last breath. Dr. Vikram Sarabhai passed away at an age of only 52 years. He received S.S. Bhatnagar Award in 1962 and Padma Bhushan in 1966. He was posthumously awarded Padma Vibhushan in 1972. In 1974, the International Astronomical Union, Australia, named Beazle Crater in the Sea of Serenity on the Moon as the Sarabhai Crater.
He lived for humanity, he lived for India, he lived for a nation that could blaze a trail, and I think his life was a blaze. And I think genuinely that had he lived, many things would have been different in this country.
For last 70 years, practically every day I have grieved what this nation has lost.
From 47 to 71, in 24 years, he came out with more than 35 institutions, more than 100 scientific research papers. So many students did their study under him in both MSc as well as PhDs.
Love for science, love for the country. He was really, I mean, people that I interviewed use, you don't normally use the word love, particularly, but I found repeatedly, he was in, Kalam, APJ Kalam says, he was in love with the space program.
It is not the space program itself, but the way the space program has been built, which is important, of how generation after generation of people take on that leadership and with the same thrust go forward. You see so many institutions which really don't do that.
One of the things he did, and I mentioned earlier that he left this behind into the organization's DNA, was to motivate people from the point of view of what the end goal was, to make you feel that what you were doing was part of a larger whole which contributed to something big.
He actually gave the whole nation a dream of satellite communication and reaching out to rural areas.
I think what important thing that he left behind was his ideas, and he had shared as to what exactly is required to be done.
We have just fulfilled everything that Sarabhai had visualized, and most importantly, they are a sustainable set of activities which will make the space relevant to this country all the time to come.
A dedicated scientist, an institution builder, a kind human being, a versatile personality, a great patriot, but above all, a dauntless visionary who was passionate of using science for the benefit of society. India truly remains indebted to her great son, Dr. Vikram Ambalal Sarabhai.